Today I want to talk about the Felarx shotgun here. You can get it fairly early-ish. You can get it from grinding your Zaramon standing on the Zaramon ship, and you can buy it straight from Cavalero. And it's an absolute beast. It's one of your like intros, earliest Incarnon weapons. You get some headshots, build some charge, and you transform it. And funny thing with this gun, to use it in like the best case scenario, you don't really transform it that often. You can if you want to, but it's recommended to use it in shotgun form 99% of the time, and that's what I'll be showcasing here is the shotgun mode and how you can build it. And this thing is a one-shot monster. I'm going to be showing it in Disruption because I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about, trying to do a daily video, and I've been grinding a lot of Axie relics on the moon, Lua, in Disruption, and this is my favorite Disruption shotgun. So I figured I'd talk about it. Kind of like there's probably other people grinding and for relics and stuff, and they might be looking for a gun, so I'll talk about the Felarx here. So we'll simulate some grunts here, your standard fodder enemies. Like I said, I do like this thing against disruption targets, which we'll get to later down the line. And this thing has some unique perks to it because it's of an Incarnon weapon. But yeah, as you can see, these are Steel Path enemies, and we are making very, very, very quick work of them. There's really nothing to say here. There's no quirks, no gimmicks, no this, no that. It's a shotgun, and it does shotgun things. It is here to do one thing only, and that's to absolutely rip apart the enemies in very minimal amount of time. So before I get into my build, I guess I'll talk about my Incarnon perks I got going on here. Alt fire, we don't worry about any of that. We're not going to be using it with this thing. Evolution 2, all right. We have the accuracy when aiming, recoil, and projectile speed. Projectile speed is more if you're using the dual pistol version. When you swap it, it shoots these projectile waves, kind of like the Arc of Plasmor and things of that nature. The new Basisys, the big giant waves. Think of that, big giant wave projectiles. Weapon recoil. I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, and the shotgun mode has next to no recoil to be good with. So I just stick to the accuracy. We get a tight little spread while we're aiming down, and it works pretty well. So this is my flavor. Can honestly go with whatever here you're feeling, whatever you're smelling, whatever looks good to you for number 2. Um, Kind of the same idea here, to be honest. I think for the sake of using this as just a primary shotgun, your best thing here is going to be Evolved Autoloader. If you swap to your melee, if you swap to your secondary, this thing is going to be getting some shells reloaded back into it. As for everything else here, this is cool, the projectile speed or punch through. This is like your for fun option, I'd say. Um, Reload speed while holstered, my favorite option there. And the reload speed on fiery. I used this for a while, and then at some point, it just felt too gimmicky to play around. I definitely understand if you want to use it. I still think it's okay, but I'm sticking to my auto-loading holster at like all times here. Um, as for this, we're not using the Incarnate charge, so we're not using this Catalyst perk. This one you kind of don't want crit chance at all. So obviously we're going for the status chance and a negative crit chance here because of our 4th Incarnate perk. Well, I guess this is the 4th because it counts the transmutation one, number 1 here. But number 5, I guess, we'll talk about. So, Racking Wrath, for the sake of our build, bonus status chance, this is what we want. As for the last Incarnate charge, we will be using 50% chance to deal 2000% damage on non-critical hits. That's why we have the minus 10% chance there. Even juicier if you get like a minus critical chance Riven or something, that would be absolute heat. You don't want to crit with this thing. So that's why we have devastating attrition on here for our tons and tons of bonus damage when we don't crit, on top of losing critical chance here with the Wrecking Wrath. As for the other one, on punch through, gain a bunch of ammo efficiency. There are fun builds with this. for primary crux and stacking this ammo efficiency and primary crux together. I know they're bugged where at some point they just stop working and you'll stop getting the 100% ammo efficiency, so that's pretty lame. And then the other perk, Agile Executor, more ammo efficiency while aim gliding and sliding. Like I said, I think they're both bugged where after a while they're stopped working. I watched someone else's video about it and they talked about it. So Primary Crux, definitely tons of fun builds with those. I've made like 20 million videos on Primary Crux weapons. Very fun, but not for the sake of this videos for one-shotting and tearing through trash mobs. And just one-shotting big guys. So that's my Incarnon perk setup. We'll go to my actual mods here. And it'll look weird because of our Incarnon perk where we're just modding for raw damage and raw status. This is what I have going on. As you can see, I do own a Riven, but I haven't really rolled it at all for anything good. The disposition's kind of low because of how popular this weapon's all is. So, I mean, it's whatever. Multi-shot, tons of status chance, and conditional alert for your gun here. Galvanized shotgun savvy. Prime point blank, we want tons of bonus damage still. And we just went tons and tons of damage. If you wanted to heavily invest in this thing, you could put a boatload of Forma on it and put all of like the blue mods here instead of the 60/60s that I have. I'm cheap. I already put 2 Forma on this thing, so I said, no. I'm just going to stick to my 60/60 yellow mods instead of giga investing in this thing. And what do you know? It works just as fine. I know some people are going to call me nuts, but this works just as well. As for this chilling reload, this is where my Riven would go. If I had something good rolled on it, you could put fire rate here. You could put, is there another multi-shot mod you could put here? No, we already have vigilante armaments and galvanized hell. So there isn't another multi-shot mod here. Yeah, there's not really, you could go a Bane mod here for more damage. I could see a Bane mod here being realistic. Shotgun barrage maybe if you just want to empty the clip on a guy. Ammo stock for magazine capacity, maybe. I could definitely see that. Yeah, but there's really, it's just kind of a flex slot. Really, anything could go here with how much damage this thing pumps out. It's OP as heck. I love this thing. It's not the heck, it's the Felarx. But yeah, it's a really good shotgun. This is my build. It cooks. I'll go use it in some disruption missions, and maybe I'll get an Axie Y1 relic so I can finally get the Irelie part I need. We will go find out in the disruption mission. All right, we're here in our disruption mission. I'm on Revenant just for the Mesmer skin, kind of zero brain activity to stay alive while I run this thing out. And we'll get some nice guy kills, demolist kills, that's what they're called. So I've been here a lot recently. Spent all my standing, got a couple Axie Y1 relics, ratted them up, did my rad shares, and no Irelie part for me yet. So I'm still on the hunt. I've gotten one of her gold parts though, so that's very nice. Alright, where's our first one? Insert key, oh, right over here. Where are we going? Up here and to the right. Gotcha. I love this change. I am deaf in my left ear entirely, and this stuff helps a lot. I'm always bad with finding the weak points on these bursts. Ooh. Ooh. That's a pretty bad kill. I'm not gonna lie. That's on me. But I mean, we are on Steel Path. These guys are 135. Normally they're like, what, 30? Or whatever. This is the Steel Path Disruption. Honestly, it's pretty good. I'm not someone who like prides myself on my disruption skills and kills. I normally just like a pretty chill experience. And I think this gun provides that. Just bringing a Warframe that's tanky, whether it's a Naros, whether it's this guy, Nidus, Rhino. Rhino would be sick for damage buffing with Roar. You'd really one-shot then. I do have Nourish on, that would be more damage, but I'm not using it for the sake of just showing off the Felarx as the Felarx. Boop, boop, boop. I saw the thing blinking over here. There it is. Where is this guy? Another Berza. We gotta get like behind him or something. Now that was a good kill. That was just a couple shots and he was gone. Let's try and get another key here. Normally I stay until the acolyte spawns in my survival missions whenever I show up weapons, but I don't know. We're killing Demolists, which are basically baby acolytes, you know. They're pretty strong and tanky to take down, so the performance shouldn't look that much different. Is my deadhead still stacked? If not, it is now. Oh, hi. I mean, that's clean, no? This is the steel path. I know the Corpus guys aren't as strong as, like, your Grenier guys and whatnot, but we're taking down the armored Bursas pretty well and whatnot. So, I mean, yeah. I think this is just really chill. There's not a lot of investment. I mean, you watch some Disruption Guide videos, and there's just some insane damage buffing mechanics going on sometime, and you're just like, what the heck? I think his head's stuck in the staircase. Yeah, his head's stuck in the staircase. I can't even shoot it. There we go. Axie 06. Alright, what are we at? I've been in here for 4 minutes. I'll do one more key, just for the sake of maybe the Acolyte will spawn. If not, I think I'm just... This is really chill. I mean, this is the Felarx, plus a tanky Warframe, and Steel Path Disruption. It is an absolute chiller for grinding relics. And Lord, I know I need a lot. I need a lot of those Axie Y1s to get the relic part I need. I just got one about like 15 minutes ago. Before I did this, I finished up a run, and I got one Axie Y1. So maybe I'll crack that into one. We'll see. Pray for me. Pray for me that I get my Yoreli item. Down we go. There we go. I mean, is that not insane? That is a pretty good Demolist kill, if you ask me. The reload can be pretty annoying, but I mean, I do have chilling reload. Oh, here comes the Acolyte. Perfect. Enough yap, and we'll kill this Acolyte, and I'm out of here. Hello, Malice. Hello, sir. Can you get out of that, please? Sir? There we go. Honestly, it's not chunking him as much as I thought it would. Oh, no, okay. I don't think I'm getting the, I think I'm getting, like, unlucky on my procs there. Pretty good, if you ask me. I can't complain. It does its job. It kills the Demolist. It killed the Acolyte pretty easily there. I think I was getting unlucky on my bonus damage shots, but, I cannot complain. I mean, I use this thing all the time. I've been using it for a long time, on these missions specifically. And it's really good to just use as your primary weapon. I have nothing else to add to this shotgun. It's just absolutely wonderful. If you want to grind relics, and you want to grind lots of them, get a Felarx. It'll speed up your mission times a lot, trust me. That's it. Have a good weekend. Get your Rally Prime, get Daiku Prime, get Compressor Prime, and have a good time.